Thank God I'm not the one figuring out the fucking technical bullshit.
All right, we're gonna go live on YouTube now. All right, I think we're good. We're live.
Live.
All right, let's. I gotta fucking change the. Yeah.
Do we still have our theme music?
We do, and eventually we will get this going the right way.
I bet we could put it through AI right now. And
today we're figuring it out. We're figuring it out. All right, so where is my fucking studio? All right. Fuck is Charlie Horns podcast episode 1.
How many episodes have we done? We haven't done one since like April. Every time I look at my podcast feed to like find a new podcast to listen to, I just drove back. I looked and it said like I think it's like April 23rd, 2024 or something stupid.
All right, here we go. All right, I think we're live and we're good and everything should be fine. There. All right, I think we're live.
I don't believe you.
We're good and everything should be fine. Hey, yeah, hardly any latency. Got maybe 2 seconds. All right, this is all going to go in the VOD probably, but welcome to the Surly Horns podcast. It is season 8, episode 1. We've been trying to figure some shit out so that we can actually get going. We've got some cool stuff that we're going to be able to do coming at you this season when it comes to production value. We may have some interviewees come in. We may do some live streams. We may be showing some highlight reels.
We may show some butthole.
It is going to be a rich multimedia experience coming at you live every Friday at 10 to noonish. Who fucking knows? But we are going to start doing this a lot more. It's going to be a lot more freewheeling than you're used to. Way less structure. But at least we're doing the fucking pod. It's good to see you, RGB3. How you been doing?
I have been excellent. I'm very happy to be doing this and getting back on the ones and twos and talking about probably nothing. Honestly, this is turning from a sports podcast into a whatever the fuck is on our brains podcast, and that's probably the better way to do it. We will talk sports because sports is always on our brain.
Sports is on our brain sometimes, you know,
sometimes.
A lot of the time.
The first word I said on this was butthole. So
I mean, sometimes buttholes.
Sometimes butthole. Sometimes sports, sometimes butthole. That if you are listening to this and you are not expecting sometimes sports, sometimes butthole, don't know what wrong market, guys.
If you are listening to this and you're expecting some fucking political hot takes, not the podcast for you. Go find some other fucking, go get red pilled or green pilled or fucking, you know, butt plugged somewhere the fuck else. Not going to be here. There may be some fucked up shit that happens that has no political commentary that we will comment on, but We are not here to tell you anything about politics. Go fuck yourself.
Well, I will tell you one thing. I don't care right or left. Elon Musk with a fucking chainsaw looks like a dumb gay retard. And you can bleep that if you want, but
We're doing it live. We're doing it live.
That was so fucking stupid. Anyway, I don't care what part of the political spectrum. If you believe that Elon Musk with the chainsaw on stage and talking about memes was cool, log off. You're a full functioning moron that I don't want to be associated with.
Okay,
Anyway.
it's been a very long time since we have had a discussion with you, the listeners. So much has happened. I think a lot. Looking at the notes,
we should have re-listened to what we said last time, and I'm sure we promised them, all of the great Surly Horns listeners, that we're going to do this a lot more often, and we just didn't.
It's been nearly a year. I don't think we even did a single in-season episode.
No, we didn't.
Yeah,
actually, I don't. Yeah, it wasn't even close to the season. I think it was like last April.
It was last April, the last time we did this thing. So
we weren't even close to football season.
we missed a season. Don't worry, it was just a repeat of the season before. It's just a different team that we lost to in the semifinals.
Yeah, we don't have to talk about that.
Yeah, RGB3. You've got a background.
I do.
You. What is that of?
National championship on the line right here. He's going for the corner. He's got it. Vince Young scores. Every single person listening to this, I would assume, knows those exact words beat for beat, like I do, and that's why it is my background. I'm gonna start mixing it up too. I'm just gonna throw in some good shit like this, the greatest shit, and then I'm just gonna throw awful shit in there too, like Colt McCoy leaving on a cart.
Jesus.
I was gonna say Justin Tucker, but that's another topic that we need to talk about.
We can talk about Justin Tucker. He's the new old freak nasty is what he has been deemed.
Just an absolute rapist piece of shit, just tainting that memory of mine forever. Awesome.
I mean, he can kick himself right off a fucking cliff, that guy.
You know what sucks?
Is just, how does that happen?
First, the game now, right?
I always want.
Now we have the game, so like it can't forever be my memory of us beating A&M. Of like, hey, look at this rapist kicking this 40-yard field goal. At least now I could be like, hey, look, but like Ethan Burke, 4th and 1, and Ethan Burke sacks Marcel Reed. I'll point to that more than I will rapist piece of shit Justin Tucker assaulting women, which is awful.
And I mean, when it first came out, you have disbelief, and you're like, okay, no, this is just like a nasty divorce. She found out he got a few fucking handies, down at the rub and tug, and then it was like, nope, that's not what this is.
And then 7 more came out. And then 10 more came out.
And then 13 more. Yeah. And then it just turns out that he is a nasty sexual predator piece of shit.
So, Horns listeners, if you have been assaulted by Justin Tucker, please contact the law offices of Surly Horns. We're going to just sue the shit out of this fucking guy.
All right. So, I mean, that and so much more has happened. I believe that we are all we have all kinds of different work situations that have happened. There's been lots of travel.
I've had RGB3 kids.
Another kid.
Yeah, another child into this. I brought life into this world. I'm on a different job now. Hey, if you Surly Horns listeners are listening,
you're on your
third. Well, second new job. Yeah. If we want to delve into the RGB3 work experience, we absolutely can. I will not name the company that I left my former company that I loved and still have a lot of respect for, and a lot of friends there. And then I went to the worst ever work experience that I've ever had in my entire life.
This, ladies and gentlemen, is why you don't just leave for a paycheck. But sometimes it works out.
Sometimes it does. I left for a paycheck. It was the stupidest fucking thing I've ever done. So I live in the Woodlands, Texas. I was driving to Pasadena, Texas every single day. It was an hour and a half drive there and back, 3 hour round trip. 3 hour round trip for the worst experience ever. The owner and his COO have done well for themselves. They have done well for themselves by not treating people well. If you would like to look at their Glassdoor reviews, which I didn't because I'm a dumbass, didn't think like, hey, look at the things that people are posting, right? Like normally Glassdoor, you're like, oh, whatever, it's like bad feelings. This guy got fired. And he was probably a shitty employee. If you look at their reviews, it is like every single one fit my 3-month experience with this company to a T. It was horrendous. I'm a bigger guy, right? Like I'm fat, right? Like I wouldn't consider myself a big old fat fuck, like a piece of shit.
You took Ozempic and it made a difference?
Not really. But I'm not some gigantic moron that is, like this slobby fat fuck. He answered every call. Hey, what's going on, fat boy? Dude, what? That's how we're starting? This is how we're doing this? Okay, fine. Number one, they were very generous in their compensation to get me there. They were very generous making sure the bills got paid, everything else. Every other experience besides getting that paycheck was a legitimate nightmare.
All right, so you got fucked, but you got fucked. You got paid because you're a whore.
I did. I am a whore,
like a good little whore. And then
showed a little butthole, got paid, ended up at a fantastic company. So ended up now I'm working from home, which is awesome. It's also crazy because like my children are always here and my wife will just like walk in and change the baby's diaper because I'm literally I leave my bed right behind me and I walk 4 steps and that's where I work. So that's a new avenue of life that I'm currently experiencing. And it's awesome. It's way better. My company now, Nationwide Transport, shout out. If you need to move freight, you need to move anything, let me know. I'll move it for you.
Not sponsored, but I mean, kind of sponsored.
Might be, right? Like they're paying me and it's a Friday at 11:40. So technically, they are sponsoring the podcast. And
somewhat sponsored.
Yeah, semi-sponsored. But anyway, yeah. So I went through the worst 3 months of my entire life at work. I've never felt worse. And there's something crazy about having an awful job and just how much that truly impacts everything that goes on in your life. And you don't realize it until you're out of it. And now I'm out of it, buddy. Well, we can go on a long dive.
I mean, a lot of people wonder why haven't you guys podcasted? And some of it is, we've just been busy. He's got 3 kids. I've got 2 kids. My 2 kids are, 2 under 5. It's insane. You've got 3 under 6.
7. Yeah.
7. Yeah. Insane. So dad life, hard to do. Friday mornings, probably better than Wednesday nights where we used to just get hammered and talk shit about NIL and football and whatever else came to our minds.
I think the last podcast we did, we were just shaming people for not giving money for NIL.
Yeah. Also, fucking give money to NIL. Oh, yeah. Now more than ever. Like, sign up for fucking Burn Ends. Like, immediately. If you're watching this, just get on, sign up for Burn Ends.
Excellent shirt, by the way. Excellent shirt. We need to do another order of those.
We will, and we're going to do koozies.
Yes.
But, I've also had a tumult. I left a very cushy executive job at a Fortune 500 company, which was great until it wasn't.
Fortune 500 company,
until it wasn't. It was. It's my suit jacket. Until it wasn't, and then it was terrible. And like RGB3 said, if you are in a job that you just absolutely hate, it takes everything away from the rest of your life.
Of pure happiness. Just
And
gone.
so getting on a podcast and being funny wasn't in the cards because I was just kind of, just in it. And then I decided that fuck this and fuck the man. I'm going to go and start my own company. And that really happened right after AI just kind of decided that it was going to be the thing that everybody wanted to do. And if you look at me, I mean, my day job is like tech dude guy, bro. Haven't been doing like the deep tech stuff, been on the business side, mostly technical ish. But when you're not doing AI, it's impossible to get funded. And anybody who could be a customer, their budgets have been rated and they're only spending their money on AI from a tech perspective. So got to figure that out. Had to balance that, figure out money, whatever's going
that
on.
whole thing, the money thing.
While I'm
whatever.
bleeding to fucking death. You guys think that these tailgates just throw themselves. They don't. So shout out to the entire team that kind of coalesced towards the end of the season, last season for Surly Horns, to get these tailgates going. I didn't go to the Florida tailgate. I showed up basically for the Kentucky one, and then Chicken appeared, and it was much smoother. But yeah, the Georgia one, if I don't have any behind the scenes footage, but I definitely should have done that because that was the craziest fucking thing that I've pulled off in a very long time. Didn't sleep for nearly 3 days. It was terrible.
Well, that's just normal.
And then it was compounded by just Texas fucking losing that game and me wanting to go home and go to sleep at halftime because Quinn Ewers was being a fucking pussy.
I love that we are all the way back to Washington. I don't think we've talked Texas football since the Washington football game.
Yeah, but you know what? Some things just don't change.
That's true.
That
Feelings are still feelings.
Same fucking result. A little bit better, but a little bit worse in some ways. No conference championship. A little bit of an extra 2 wins in the playoffs because you got to go from the first round now instead of just getting the final 4. But in the end, same end result. A game that really came down to it came down 2nd and 1.
We don't have to talk about that. We're riding highs, right? We don't have to talk about just Cam Williams literally just not
blocking,
actively refusing to block the person that was the first round draft pick talent in front of him. He just refused. He's like, no, you're good, you're fine. I'll just put my hands up and it'll be fine. So that was bad. That was a bad thing. But positives. The Clemson game was very fun. Got a little too spooky at the end. Very fun. Arizona State was kind of fun. It wasn't actually one of the worst. It was one of the worst games I've ever watched my entire life.
The first quarter was fun.
That wasn't targeting, by the way. I don't give a fuck what anybody else hears or talks about. That was absolutely not targeting. And if you think that was targeting, number one, get your fucking mind right. Number two, they should adapt the rule to make sure it wasn't intentional. Like he wasn't launching into the motherfucker. It wasn't.
None of it matters. Everything happened. Skater Boy wasn't that good. Threw up and then became Superman. But it wasn't really that he became Superman. It was the scheme. The scheme was dog shit, and they decided to play prevent. I don't know. We're just not going to talk about it.
Yeah,
we're not going to talk about it.
We're not talking about it.
What the fuck was that call at the end of the first half at the Ohio State?
We're not talking about it.
What the fuck was that?
We're not talking about it.
All right, we're not going to talk about it. You know what we are going to talk about? I mean, I love boobies, and I love
unanimous.
There used to be these restaurants.
Restaurants.
Yeah. And boobies and wings. And
Easy combo, right?
Who created that type of restaurant? None other than Hooters. RGB3, he has a breaking news report.
RIP Hooters. Currently filing Chapter 11, which honestly is on you, Surly listeners. At the end of the day, we can point a lot of fingers about, number one, they only hire chunky Latinas. Number two, they only serve medium to low quality chicken. Their menu is way too diverse when they could have just stuck to the hits. You know, I don't need the Rolling Stones to cover Johnny Cash. I just need them to play Satisfaction. Just stick to what got you there, right? Hooters, you did this yourself. Fantastic establishment. Spent my 16th birthday, I was there. Actually, I think my 12th birthday, I was there. I don't know who allowed that. I'm sure it was my mother. Shout out Bob Blair, let's go. I'd imagine he was the one that took it because I love boobs and chicken wings. Sue me, right? Sue me. Boobs and chicken wings, favorite thing. The 3 Mile Island wings from Hooters. Ready for this? I'm putting it all out there. You could clip this. This could be the most controversial thing that has ever said on this podcast.
Oh, you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna use the new highlight feature. Here you go.
Dang, this is a highlight. And what's highlighted is the 3 Mile Island chicken wings from Hooters. They are immaculate. Fantastic. 3 Mile Island, RGB3, that's gonna be so hot. Whoa, it's gonna be so. It's not. It is a perfect flavor. Every other Hooters flavor is way too buttery. Way too buttery. The butter to hot sauce, cayenne, whatever the fuck they're putting in it is way too buttery. Hate it. If you get mild wings at Hooters, I'm not going to use the word, but you know what you are. Number 2, get the 3 Mile Island. It's fantastic. It is the best wing sauce. They sell Hooters sauces in HEBs and Kroger's and all the. You can't get 3 Mile Island. You can only get it there. They know what's bringing the people there. And by the people, I mean just literally probably just me. And
which is probably why they're going out of business.
And it's for 3 Mile Island chicken wings and chunky Latinas, and that is fine. That's fine. Nobody's mad about 3 Mile Island wings and chunky Latinas. It's again, the wing might be the lost leader. You know, like that is what's getting people into the door. So actually, and you know what? Top tier curly fry in the game too.
They do have great fries. I mean, commentary wise, I don't understand other than the fact that I haven't been to Hooters since they closed the one on Barton Springs in Austin, mainly because it's just so inconvenient to find a Hooters restaurant. I also can't find a Twin Peaks. They're all gone. I can't find a Bikinis. They're all gone.
Well,
and maybe
die. Glad they died.
Maybe.
That was same with Bombshells. Bombshells, fucking garbage, trash. Literally,
what is that? What? There's some other one I can't even remember. Like all the restaurants are dead. Why can't we just have scantily clad, large-breasted women
chunky
serving us fucking disgusting food?
I feel like Charles Barkley right now, the big ass women in San Antonio. It's like literally every single. I bet you every single waitress at Hooters at one point in their life lived in San Antonio. It makes way too much sense geographically, locationally. Like that might be a hot take. If I started pulling these, I bet you most of them had spent at least a chunk of their time in San Antonio. Bikinis, trash, garbage. Always was, always will be. Bombshells is even worse. I went to we had a Bombshells at my last job, 2 jobs ago. It was walking distance. We could leave the office, walk to Bombshells. We ate there in the 5 years that I worked there, 5-6 years, whatever it was. We ate there maybe twice. Trash. I got food poisoning from there. I'm 90% sure. Like there was something that caused food poisoning, and the fact that Bombshells is in the mix, absolutely. And ready for this? Twin Peaks, also trash.
I got
garbage.
banned from Twin Peaks. We had this like fraternity event.
Wait, this is
not gonna
this is
talk
a different
about
conversation. Okay, let's dive into this.
Yeah. It's some insane thing that some guys that were high on cocaine and very drunk in the 80s came up with to try and reconnect with alumni or something, or maybe they were just fucked up. I don't know, but it was a thing called Ham Slam.
Okay, pause. Time out. Ham slam. All right, so we were talking about boobs, and we ended up at ham slam.
Ham Slam. So we got they were doing it originally with I don't even know if it was a whole hog or just at least a pig's head or whatever, but they would build a platform that was 11 inches high by 11 feet by 11 feet, and then they had like a gallows thing that was 11 feet 11 inches tall that had whatever, and then you drop the fucking ham 1 foot every minute from 11 to 11, and there's a lot of 11s in this thing. And basically, what it boils down to is you get fucking shit-faced drinking Boone's Farm or MD 2020.
There you go.
And,
Mad dog in your life.
and you beat the shit out of a ham of some kind with an axe handle that they call a Majolner. And that's what Ham Slam is. And for some reason, I don't know why, but the cops told us we couldn't do it in West Campus anymore. So we had to take it on tour. So we were going to people that had ranches, and like one time this guy was like kind of, I think he was, what do they call it? Squatting on some land in like a schoolie. And he was like, you guys can come do it there. And we went all over basically the Austin area doing this, and somebody knew the manager of the Twin Peaks in North Austin.
Like ham slam.
And then they were like, yeah, we need like the parking lot. We're gonna have like a bunch of things in the parking lot. We were all banned from Twin Peaks. That night.
If you approach me with the idea of like, hey, we're going to have this pig and we're going to hit it with an axe handle, can I do it at your establishment?
We didn't tell them. We didn't let them know what the party was.
What did they say when they brought in the pig?
It was a big deal. So we got fucked up. We were banned. That's really my fondest memory of any restaurant. Of any kind, and it wasn't even inside. A lot of people have different memories from the parking lot of these restaurants. That's my memory from a parking lot.
Probably buying drugs, I would imagine, is the number one activity that happens in a Hooters parking lot. Probably from one of them chunky Latina's boyfriends selling crack in the parking lot, I imagine.
Have you been traveling a lot for your new job?
Very much so. Yeah. So
do you have anything you want to tell us about those travel?
Shit, do I? I don't know. I went to Dallas. I met Riff Raff. That was cool.
You met Riff Raff?
I met Riff Raff, dude. So,
did he just do some fucking? So if people that don't know Jody High Roller.
Jody High Roller, that's right. So they were staying at the True by Hilton, that is right next to the Medieval Times in Dallas, which I was this close to just going stag to Medieval Times to watch, just eat a turkey leg with my hands and watch jousting. Like that would have been fucking awesome. I should have, like, hindsight, like, what are you doing? So I roll in and I see this giant fucking van, and you would think Riff Raff, like, people know that, right? Like, people, it's like a named thing. They were playing at a club called Trees in Dallas, which seems fitting. And I thought, when you reach that level, you're at least like in RV status or something, right? Like, they were literally, they had
you hopefully you've got like the tour buses.
Yeah,
and more than one.
So I am not opposed to marijuana cigarettes, but this fucking guy smelled just like bong water, like nothing but just old dirty bong water. It was it was one of the most atrocious things I've ever smelled. So I get on to the elevator to go to my room. So I'm checking in at the exact same time as Riff Raff. That's the only reason why I know this happens. Because normally I show up at a hotel room and I'm in the room for the night. I'll get an Uber Eats, like I'm not leaving. Like number one, complete silence, no kids. Like I'm good. And now you can like log into Netflix and just literally just sit and watch movies. Like it's my dream. So his manager, who looks exactly like you would expect Riff Raff's manager to look like, right? He looks like he had to have been 55-year-old Jewish man. Just and again, this is not me being anti-Semitic or anything. That motherfucker reads the Torah hard. He is checking everybody in. He is the only human in this group that does not smell like the fucking bottom
It's
of a
just like a
bong.
functioning member of society.
Literally, you're like, okay, that guy is gonna get us whatever we need done. Because Riff Raff was not doing it. So he's sitting in whenever you know what a hotel looks like, where they have like the big booth-like seats by their crappy little bistro that they microwave eggs in the morning. He is passed the fuck out in a booth, just absolutely laid back, done. I'm like, okay, this is weird. They're in front of me checking in, so I have to sit there and wait. His I'm assuming it's like, well, I was gonna say he's a bass player, but I guess they don't really have bass. Whatever fucking member of his entourage is slapping his feet, like, hey, get up. We got our keys. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. He wake, oh, what's up, bro? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's happening? He could not move his feet. I have never seen a human being so high that he could not move his feet. They literally dragged him. Like there were two guys, and this is
Long day. He's just
2:30
getting really
p.m.
tired. They're just worn out.
This
That's
is
how much he's
2:30
performing.
p.m. The last thing I hear, so they're getting on the elevator. The last thing I hear, they're moving the old Jody High roller on. They fucking carry him on. He goes, bro, you got to go on in 6 hours. You gonna make it? That's it. Ding, and they went up to the room. That was it. That was it. So I'm asking the cashier. I was like, okay, so that was Riff Raff, right? And he goes, yeah, they're playing Trees right now. He's the fourth act that we brought in. I was like, oh, that's cool. You know, like have they been that fucked up like him? He goes, every single one of them. So wait, let me pull up the rest of the list. It was Riff Raff featuring Taz Benty, Black Oxygen, hell of a name. Whoever decided the name Black Oxygen, fucking fantastic. Compared to Taz Benty, Black Oxygen. Ready for this one? Two Stoned. The number two Stoned. Fittingly on brand. Cypha Fix, CYFA Fix, Cypha Fix, and Michelle Blanco. I don't know how Michelle Blanco got involved.
Like look at this. This is happening now. No, we're gonna use the technology that we now have.
Oh, that's right. I can't
now,
just show.
Look at this.
That
Look
was
at
our
this.
show. That was our show at Trees. I mean, look. First of all, they got the anime aspect going on. Is this still on despite the cold front? Astro Sophobie, you're a pussy. It was not that fucking cold.
Dude, everybody thought that the Cotton Bowl was going to get canceled. These pussies don't know shit about weather.
Taz Benty, Black Oxygen. Google Black
What is
Oxygen.
this show makes me fucking not be able to move my feet.
Yes, I feel
like what is going on here?
I've heard of contact highs before. Dude, I was blazed just coming out of that. You know, and I love me a good gummy every now and then too. But like
they look like they live in space. They don't go to space. They live in space.
Yeah, galaxy brain. Like I need to move this until like, I mean, that was the most galaxy brain shit ever. What I really want to see is I want to see how he performed that night. When I tell you this was a non-functioning human in a booth at a Hilton at 2:30 in the afternoon, and he had to perform in front of a show big enough to, like Cypher Fix is there. How, this has got to be the biggest event in Dallas, Texas. So that is what traveling looks like for me.
I mean, you're doing it big. Traveling in style, staying with celebrities. I'm gonna travel soon. One of my buddies is getting
now we
married.
need to see the pictures.
Finally.
Yeah.
We're not gonna show pictures. I know that there's a rule. We're gonna show pictures of his wife later.
Oh, yes. Yeah. Picture it in
later. Yeah, but later. But there are pictures. So I get an email this morning, in fact. And I had talked to my buddy, and he's a cool guy. He likes, nice things. He's from El Paso, has lived in Dallas for a while.
He likes nice things, but he lives in El Paso.
No, grew up there. Whatever. I assumed okay, yeah, we're gonna go and do the normal bachelor party thing. I get a call from him, and he's like, yeah, you're coming, right? And I was like, yeah, sure, yeah, we're definitely planning on coming. And he was like, it's gonna be in Costa Rica.
Dope.
Okay, yeah, sounds great. And he's like, yeah, I was like, do we need to get fishing boat? What are we doing in Costa Rica? And he's like, I don't know, this guy that's planning it, he said he got some big house and whatever. So I get the email this morning, and the email that I got this morning had a link to a VRBO, and this is that VRBO.
Giant fucking castle.
We're staying in a castle in the jungle next to the coast in Costa Rica.
That's 1,000,000,000% a drug dealer's home.
I don't know what this is, but
there's no way that exists in Costa Rica without it being involved.
This is my favorite part. Look at this
fucking gargoyle.
What is this?
That's some satanic bullshit.
What is this?
Okay, so
these are the security guards.
Home, right? You own this home, and your first thought is, number one, I got to put some gargoyles in this motherfucker. I get that thought, right? That makes sense to me. If I had a home that looked like that, I'm putting gargoyles. Actually, I'm shocked they don't have them on the outside. What I really want to know is who bought the ropes, the velvet ropes, like you're in a fucking nightclub for no reason. Commercial kitchen, sure. Again,
commercial kitchen. I do want to cook something there. I hear that Costa Rican beef is pretty solid. Obviously, there's a lot going on from the Pacific because it's right there. So why wouldn't we do some type of seafood?
Yeah,
but
you got to do
comes with the chef apparently. But the chef, it didn't say anything about dinner. I assume that is because they want to charge for dinner, because dinner is a lot more elaborate than slapping together 24 eggs for a bunch of drunk idiots. Or sandwiches for lunch or something. Yeah. If you're wanting a dinner, it's typically coursed out and whatever. It's 5 miles, I think, from the beach. Okay. So I'm proposing that we.
That's fucking dope.
Yeah, this is pretty neat. So
that's dope as fuck.
The plan right now is to have 17 people stay here, and the setups, this is, I'm about to send an email. I'm about to fire one off and reply to this email. But look at this bedroom situation.
Okay. So
every bedroom has at least two beds.
In one bedroom?
Yeah. And so work? What I'm saying is how am I going to jerk off?
Are they while I'm on this trip? Beds? Are they bunk beds?
No.
King bunk beds?
So we got to go to the pictures. I asked the same thing. I was like, how is that going to work? It does seem like...
What is the nightclub looking thing? Is that the pool?
Yeah, dude. This place is... I don't know if there's a sex dungeon
Oh, I mean, yeah.
But it
Whole
looks
thing's
like
sex dungeon.
it looks like king bed.
Look, they have a cook couch. Like that's where the guy watches.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
That's a
That's
cook
where the
couch.
guy with the camera.
Yeah,
Like
so
what? That
this is a
chair-
double
that
bed.
is- I guarantee you that they have filmed porn there. 1,000,000,000%. Look, they have the fucking
Look, it's like
couch.
the Porky's view.
Why are all of the couches and chairs facing the beds?
No idea.
Every single one, dude.
So we'll see. I don't think we plan on
Wait,
bunking up.
you're missing. Wait, hold up. You know what you need to click on? Does she come with it?
Oh,
Is that
I don't
a
know. That's what I
statue?
said. I said, are we bringing the entertainment or are we going out to seek entertainment?
What is she doing?
Is that also? I don't know.
some kind
Maybe
of
some
weird fan?
at a local Costa Rican performance of some kind.
That was fire. Oh,
I don't know that I
would.
would be like, yo, look at the fucking excellent cuisine and just
Yeah,
put pictures of some
dry as
hammered
shit.
fucking chicken breasts.
Yeah, just some dry chicken.
Some fucking
With
hammered
some tomatoes as garnish. Oh
Damn
yeah.
it. I don't even, you know what? This is so dumb that I don't even know if that's salmon or chicken. That's how fucked up.
Oh my god.
Picture
Wait,
that.
is it? What is it? It has to
I don't
be.
know.
It
The
has to be.
chef is fired for dinner. Chef Rick will take over.
Oh, wait. What are those people are getting married here near the gargoyles?
Look at that. Oh,
Dude.
look how old this picture is. This castle's been here forever.
Dude, this is some Cthulhu shit. Like this is some. Okay, so people have gotten married in this
In this
Costa Rican
house.
Airbnb.
Yeah. So we got an
Some
assorted
random
bowl of
beans
bowl of
straw.
beans.
Oh man, I can't wait to get my hands on some beans in Costa Rica.
So
in this
anyway,
fucking castle.
We do have
Imagine somebody wants
a resident Surly Horns poster and listener who spends at least half of the year in Costa Rica, has a big fishing boat. We may charter him for an excursion. Again, it's 17 dudes, and I don't think that all of them want to fish. I don't know what it is
Well,
that
you
you
couldn't
do
get
with
that many on a
17
boat.
people. Like, you can't go to fucking restaurants with
You
17.
can go to anywhere with 17 dudes. You can go to fucking Chili's with 17 guys. Like you can
Just
go to
say
Hooters.
no.
I bet you Hooters would be like, oh shit.
Hooters would
dude,
take
we
us.
hit-
Yeah,
we
Hooters
hit
would
our-
take
we
us.
hit our quota. Okay, wait. Let's see. Hooters, Costa Rica.
There's no way. There's no shot. There's no shot.
They have 3 Hooters in Costa Rica.
Oh, dude, we gotta go.
All
Gotta go.
locations in Costa Rica right now. Cartago, Heredia, Moravia, San Jose, and San Pedro.
So we're staying close to Jaco and Playa Hermosa, but it's just some in the mountains there area. It's Castle of Oz. Is that
All locations in Costa Rica. I didn't know Hooters went basically international. Like they're
Oh, it
everywhere.
is. It's Castle of Oz.
Castle of Oz.
Is you can I guess it's a place. Castle of Oz, Costa Rica. The website. It's not the VRBO. This is the exact same fucking place. This is definitely the place. Why are we
Oh,
looking through
dang.
VRBO?
Luxury Villa. They have a 3D tour. Why haven't we been taking the 3D tour?
Yeah. What
Is it
are we
all
doing?
inclusive? I didn't know it was all inclusive.
I don't think that we're getting the like maybe we should get there's a dungeon. There is a dungeon.
Fuck yeah, sex dungeon.
Sex dungeon. Knew it. There's a fucking amphitheater.
Oh, they have a shuttle. That's nice. An amphitheater. Oh, they have Wi-Fi. Nowadays, you have to actually envision your.
Wow, man. Let's share the screen. We can't just leave
Yeah.
people in the dark.
Yeah, I was about to say the folks need to know about the Castle of Oz. One time there was a murder here. Oh, dude,
There was a
people
murder.
so died in here.
A
Nah,
murder.
I just made that up.
Yeah. So
Dude, that's a cool ass view. Like, have you seen the big? Yeah,
There's
so
a
it's like
fucking amphitheater. Look at
legit
this
in a
thing.
mountain.
There's an amphitheater.
Our amenities: pickup, drop off, Wi-Fi.
I will say that there's a lot of variety in when these pictures were taken. It does seem very.
This is the whitest human I've ever seen in my entire life. The owner. All right, so go to About the Castle Oz and scroll down to meet the owners, the Waikoki family. Scroll all the way down. That is the whitest family I've ever seen in my entire life. Look at these fucking guys.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting that. I was not expecting that.
Yeah, originally from Florida. Shocking.
Yeah, so check it out. This is where that is. And
all right, now hit so how far are we from a Hooters?
Yeah, all right, let's hit the Hooters. Let's try and hit a Hooters. We're 2.5 hours from Hooters.
That's not bad.
Not bad.
That's not bad. That's not bad. I wonder what the chunky Latinas there will look like.
I wonder if we could just like helicopter to Hooters.
Dude, imagine just
a 2.5 hour drive. That's got to be like a 10-minute helicopter over the mountain.
A 17 dude helicopter dropping down the Hooters fucking line.
Just fucking, and everybody's rappelling down on ropes to get into the Hooters.
Just doing some fucking Black Hawk Down bullshit to get into a Hooters. Costa Rica. Oh, that's so fucking good. But for real, like, I gotta know what a Costa Rican Hooters looks like.
Yeah, I mean, I may have to take a detour. I may have to stay an extra day and take a little bit.
You mean an extra couple days? All right, Hooters, Costa Rica.
Just to eat at Hooters because it's gonna go away.
Restaurante. Hooters, San Pedro, Hooters. Oh, it looks exactly like you think it would. Let me share my screen. Looks exactly like you think it would.
Like, man.
Look at this spot.
Oh, look. It's exactly what you think it would look like.
It's a Hooters in Costa Rica. It's exactly what it looks like.
Oh,
someone put their receipt. I mean, that's a burn as fuck wing. Look at this guy. Look at Jeffrey Rivera. What a virgin.
All right.
I mean, see, that sauce, too buttery. Everybody's seen it. Wait, is my picture not moving? My picture's not moving.
It's not for some reason.
Well, motherfucker.
Okay. But
just know it's ass, guys. What is that?
That's just a preview of what's to come. This was our first episode. The production value is going to go up from here. We're going to have more of an agenda. There may be some sports talk.
More chunky Latinas. I can promise.
More chunky Latinas, for sure.
I can absolutely promise. Latinas will be chunky. I mean, you know that one doesn't work there, though. Like, what is that? It's a fried plantain or something? Too buttery. Telling you, too buttery. Look at him. Look at this guy. That guy loves a fucking Costa Rican Hooters, for sure. 1000%. Muy bonita y buena atención. What do these Spanish words mean?
It's a typical sports bar in the American style. Very pretty and good attention. I don't really know.
Muy recomendable. Muy recommend.
This guy is faking some shit.
Who took the picture is what I want to know. That's even more.
He got the waitress to take the picture.
Absolutely he did.
All right. And with that, we have to sign off. We
are hungry because I'm going to Hooters. I don't know what you guys are doing, but I know what I'm doing.
We're gonna have a Surly Horns happy hour at Hooters sometime in the next
burn-in dinner. That's where our burn
No,
ends
we're
dinner is
not
going
doing
to
the
be.
burn ends dinner at fucking Hooters.
Burn
Zero
ends
shot.
dinner at
Zero
Hooters.
shot. Zero shot.
Hooters,
Stay
Austin,
tuned for the
Texas.
burn ends dinner. We do have plans for that, but just fuck off. We're not doing it at Hooters. But we will have a happy hour, a Surly Horns happy hour at Hooters to celebrate the demise of Hooters.
That's the plan before the plan. So we'll do the burn ends dinner at somewhere fancy, but burn ends happy hour, Hooters, happening.